WUSA 9 Weather Impact is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
And I'm WUSA 9 meteorologist Hopper Shutt. Let's talk sunset times, and I put this out on social on Monday, so it's a little confusing, but here we go. So the sunset on Tuesday, December 9th is 4:46. That's as early as it goes down. But the thing is, in terms of minutes, the sun sets at 4:46 December 1st through the 11th, okay? Then it starts setting later, and by the 16th it's 4:48, and by the 23rd it's 4:51, and by the end of the month it's 4:56. So the days start to become longer, okay, in terms of the back end of the day, you know, on the 12th of December. Problem is, on the flip side, the sun still is rising later and later and later until the 12th of January. So until the 12th of January, we're not going to be gaining daylight on both sides, but at least we're gaining it on one side after the 12th of December. Okay, so staying cold, yes. Don't see a lot of moisture mixed with this, which is a little bit disappointing. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, highs in the 30s and 40s, feels like 20s. Keep your winter gear and think layers. Even though we're going to have a day where it's going to be a little bit, I hate to say mild, but not as frigid on Wednesday, think layers. It's still going to be cold. It's still well below the average. So if we graph out Tuesday, look at this, 20s to start. We're talking mid-teens in the burbs Tuesday morning at the bus stop, not wind chills. Mid-30s, that's it. Winds will pick up as we go through the day. Good news is it'll be a south-southwest wind. That's a warmer wind, but you see that temperature in the box, that's the one you want to dress for. It's never going to feel warmer than the 20s on Tuesday. All right, 5:30 in the morning, look at this. 18, Martinsburg, 25 downtown, 20 in Leesburg. By 8:30, you know, the young kids go to the bus stop now. It's still cold. It's still mainly in the 20s, well below freezing. At least we have a little bit of sunshine. As we go through the afternoon, the high and mid-level clouds start to come back. Winds pick up out of the south, and temperatures cold, low to mid-30s. Even though it's a warm wind, it'll still generate a wind chill. By 6 p.m. on Tuesday, we're upper 20s and low 30s. Cold, yes, but watch this. We'll advance this now to 9:30, 10 o'clock. Temps really don't change. So finally, the south-southwest winds and some high clouds will keep it a little bit less frigid. It'll still be cold Tuesday night, but just not as cold. No teens Tuesday night. About 10 degrees, I hate to say warmer, 10 degrees higher, okay? By 6 a.m. on Wednesday, we're mainly freezing or above. A lot of clouds. Temps still wind still southwest. No blobs yet, but by 8:30, seeing some mix out toward Cumberland and Oakland, and certainly west of the Divide. Get some pretty good snows on Wednesday. For us, we're still in the 30s. By 1 o'clock, now we're seeing some showers. That's Greene, Hagerstown, and Martinsburg, and we could see a shower. Cold front's going to go through on Wednesday. The parent low is well north of us, so anytime that's the case, we get this southwest wind, and we end up with just some showers. Never a big rainmaker. And there's the good snow out toward Oakland and the Canadian Valley. By 5:30, temperatures 40, still some snow going on out in Garrett County. And then we get into 9:30, 10 o'clock Wednesday night. Notice the winds are turning a little bit. They're more west-northwest. Here comes some more cold air for Thursday. So walking the dog Wednesday night, not crazy cold, but it will be Thursday night. No doubt about that. By Thursday morning, we're looking at temperatures back in the 20s and low 30s. Okay, so let's talk wind chills. Not a whole lot of wind Tuesday morning. It's just cold, so temperatures pretty close to their actual reading. That still means teens and 20s. By noon, still feels like it's in the teens in Winchester and Martinsburg, in the 20s downtown. By 6 o'clock, feels like it's in the 20s everywhere. That's what I mean, dress for the 20s on Tuesday. 11 o'clock feels like it's in the teens and 20s again, and mainly in the 20s Wednesday morning. So temperatures are not going to go up a lot. They will a little bit on Wednesday, upper 40s. Then they crash again Thursday, upper 30s, 40 on Friday. Pretty good day on Saturday. You still have some outdoor decorating to do. Not bad on Saturday. Temperatures in the mid-40s and should not be that windy, and that's the key. You know, last Saturday was cold, but it wasn't windy. It was a decent day to do some stuff outside. So now we're looking at 35 on Sunday, 29 on Monday, and then it stays pretty cold, but it does get a little bit milder as we get into next week. But in terms of averages, that's a cold start and continuing cold in December. So 30s on Tuesday, upper 40s on Wednesday, upper 30s on Thursday. Fair amount of clouds on Wednesday, but not a bad day as the front goes through. And then we're looking at some flurries possible on Friday. We'll keep Saturday dry, some flurries possible on Sunday, and then there comes another Arctic blast next Monday. Highs in the upper 20s to low 30s.